Good evening, everyone, and you're listening to another episode of Deathmatch Russell Podcast. And tonight we're going to have the Deathmatch ref, John Gray, on the line tonight, as we're going to talk about his career and VOW in September, Lord of Anarchy Deathmatch Tournament, and much, much more. Stay tuned. Waiting for my guy to call in right now, so just stay tuned, folks. We're going to have a good time tonight. It's Thursday night edition of Deathmatch Russell Podcast. Hey, good evening, John, and how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely a pleasure to have you on my show. You're more than welcome to be on anytime you want. More the merrier. You know, we come back and tell stories again and again and talk more wrestling, you know, you name it. We're here.
All right. Let's get into it then.
All right. Well, let's start with September. How about that? We're going to jump it right into 51 days and counting. How's that? We are set.
Oh, Lord.
I know, right? We're set for VOW's Lord of Anarchy Deathmatch.
I'm excited about this deathmatch tournament. You know, I got my first taste of VOW last year at Lord of Anarchy. That was my first show with them, and we developed a great relationship.
Yes.
With Bill and Nino, not Nemo, Nino.
Yeah.
Developed a great relationship with those guys, and they've got a great thing going there in West Virginia. They got a great following and a great locker room, and this tournament coming up is as big as it can get, just about. I mean, it's the who's who of deathmatch wrestling.
I know, and we know all the names, and we've seen them compete. It's like we know these guys; they're awesome, and it's going to be a good crowd, and everybody's all hyped. We're set for it, you know.
It's going to be an outside show.
I know. I love it.
Those are always fun. You never know what the weather's going to do. You never know what's going to happen. So come out, support. They announced the match tips earlier, and unfortunately, I can't pull those up on my phone at this point. But I'm sure you have them there.
Yeah.
There's one match when I was reading it, I was like, oh my God! And
right.
I know, like I'm the senior rep there, and I'm just looking at the finals, and I'm just looking at it like, I'm gonna die doing this thing. Like somebody's gonna die.
I know.
You know,
lots of stipulations. It's good. It's really some cool stuff that we're going to see. It's going to be like we're going to blow the fans. You know, where they're going to blow the fans away. You know, and us too. You know, it's just going to be amazing. Yeah. It's just going to be a killer show from the start of the bell to the end of the end. And actually, it's at 2:00 in the afternoon. So it's so it's great. It's great.
Yeah, we'll be leaving. I come out of Kentucky, so we'll be leaving Louisville at about 3:00 in the morning, just so we can get there and have plenty of time to interact with the fans and do the things. I love coming to West Virginia, Fairmont.
Yeah.
There's the YWCA. Those fans up there are just crazy. They are amazing, and they're very receptive. Mm-hmm. It's a good time up there. I have absolutely no complaints. Anything up there. Those guys are just amazing.
I'll be packing up, leaving on Friday. I'm off on Friday, so I'm going to be packing up and heading to Friday night. I think I'm going to stay at the local hotel, Motel 8 there, or whatever it was, the Super 8. You know, I'll be there for the whole weekend. I'll be there for the whole week.
No, I'm not that dedicated. I'm coming up that morning and driving back that night. I'm going to have a car full. I'm bringing some Mid-Southers, if you will.
Oh, cool.
And some people from Kentucky and
yeah.
area here. And,
Yeah.
we're gonna kind of caravan up there. I think there's going to be 2 full carloads, including mine. So,
yeah.
It's going to be a good time. I'm just excited. Again, a who's who of
I know.
deathmatch wrestlers.
Yeah.
This is just my early pick, and
I haven't made.
People say, "Well, you got the inside scoop." No, really, I don't.
No.
I promise you.
Yeah.
I don't know any more than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
But my early pick this year, and I know he won it last year, but Connor Claxton is my guy. That guy is amazing. He is definitely my pick to repeat.
Connor Claxton is amazing, man. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll go for Connor this year too. He has really showed people what he's made of, you know, in the deathmatch scene. Because I've seen it at CZW so many times. Even last year at TOD, he had a really good match at this last past TOD for CZW. He really showing his stuff, you know.
I haven't had a chance to see TOD from this year. I did see last year's TOD.
Yeah.
He did a fantastic job in his match there. And Connor's got this ability that the late great J.C. Bailey always felt was important, and that was that you tell a story when you're in the ring, and you don't just go out there and swing a light suit for the sake of swinging a light suit. I mean, sometimes you got to do that. Just for the fun of it.
Absolutely.
You know, for the most part, you want to tell a story and draw the fans in and have them, believe, good versus evil or big versus little, or whatever the case may be. Connor's really good about getting the fans to get behind him or to rally behind him at a key pinnacle moment in the match. And it's always great to watch people like him that can work the crowd and draw the crowd in and really make the crowd feel the energy that they are creating. It's quite a sight to see.
I there's actually 2 people I'm thinking about. I don't know, but also maybe I'm looking at Colt 45, the youngest competitor in the game today.
I've watched a lot of Colt 45 work.
Yes.
I got to work with him for the first time when I was in West Virginia for Zero Fuck Given.
Yes.
That's the last one.
Yeah, I know. I missed that.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal show. Iron Man it.
Yeah.
It was great. It was the first time I'd Iron Man a show in quite a long time. And, everybody was really awesome and did really great. And, but my first time working with Colt 45, and I go out and I'm just kind of getting the rundown, and I go up to him and I'm like, just so you know, I have no fucking clue what's going on, so let's just have fun and don't die, okay? So, and that was our introduction. Like, we met for the first time in the ring.
Yeah. I know G Raver. We know G Raver's really awesome too. There's
absolutely. Yeah, and G Raver, to his credit, he understood, that I was there, and those 2 guys just went out and did business and got bloody for the sake of bloody. And Colt 45 went out with I think he cut his back or he cut his head. Yeah, it was his head right out the gate. And I forget what the spot was, but I remember seeing it going, oh, that's bad. And then I bent down and he was like, how bad is it? I was like, it's bleeding pretty good, but just, go kind of slow, take it easy, and you'll be fine. There is no take it easy in deathmatch wrestling.
I'll tell you what. Even referees get a little head cut once in a blue moon, and I'm talking about when. I'll tell you what, Ref John. I remember being at King of the Deathmatch with you at 2016, and you cut your head wide open. You remember that?
That's probably
yes.
I've been doing this 19 years now, and I think that was probably the most afraid I've ever been in the ring. And,
I know.
it was just so surreal. And then to go back and watch it on the video.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Nick Glenn, who is the
Yes.
IWA Mid-South commentator
Yeah.
and somebody I'm very blessed to call a very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
To hear him say, "Oh God, John Gray's hurt," and throw his mic down, and then run up to the ring and grab me, and we're going to the U-Haul or what have you. He's like, "You're gonna be okay. Just stay calm. You're gonna be fine."
Yeah.
Jimmy Lloyd, I got to give a big shout out to Jimmy Lloyd.
Jimmy Lloyd, another guy. We love him. Jimmy's awesome.
Yeah, super awesome. He just so happened to be out there. Thank God he jumped right in the ring and took over. And they got me to the hospital. I wound up with 3 stitches, and I came back and I finished the show. I left in mid-match 3. I think it happened around like the 20-minute mark in match 3 or something. And I remember when I got back, they were just about to go to intermission.
Yeah.
And I walked in, and Brian Vincent, who I owe a big deal of my career to from the Back Row Hecklers. Thank you, Brian, if you ever listen to this. Brian Vincent, was like, "Here, dog, you've earned this," and gave me a whatever it was that the bar sold there, and then I forget, it was a specialty drink, and it was really an amazing time, and the fans were rallied behind me, and made me feel amazing about what had happened.
I know.
I felt some kind of way. I got to be honest. So many other guys there, had a lot of cuts and a lot of bruises. And
you know what, John? Also, got to remember, and like I was saying earlier to you, that I actually fainted. I was getting heat stroke. I was actually getting I had a heat stroke, and the staff was worried about me. They didn't know, I roughed it out. Right. I was gonna get sent to the hospital. I was like, no. I don't want that. I can suck it up, and I made it to the last match, and that was like, I cannot miss John being king, of the death matches. This was like, I gotta watch this Matt Tremont and him going at it,
Yeah, and what a match that was.
That was
both of them,
oh my God,
passing the torch on
to
John Wayne Murdoch, and Murdoch's a hell of a worker. He's got a bright future in deathmatch wrestling ahead of him. I can't say enough about that guy.
I know.
I'm very interested. He's kind of a dark horse pick for LOA coming up in September.
Yep.
He is the death matches. He's been in the Slaughter tournament up in New Jersey for GCW. I forget the name of it.
Yes, Game Changer Wrestling. Yes, he's torn it up. He's torn it up for us down here, and it's really a pleasure to have him to wrestle in front of us.
Of course, he's done some stuff for Combat Zone. So, he's become well-rounded and well-traveled, over the years, especially since hooking up with Ian Rotten and the Out of the Raven South. And I just can't say enough about John Wayne Murdoch.
He actually crashed at my house for that. He actually came to my house for the tournament. I had him over in Reed Bentley. Yeah.
Okay.
They came.
Yeah, Reed's another super guy.
I know, man. He just made his rebirth again. He's reliving again. He's back. I'm so glad.
Yeah, it's funny because when I first met Reed, he was doing like this. I think it was like a Browning or Cornell. Like he reminded me more of like a college sophomore.
Yeah.
Than he did a pro wrestler.
Yeah.
And he has really come into his own through the years and really evolved into what he is today. And I tell you, he's actually
another person. Current. If I'm correct, he is the current tag team champions with John Wayne Murdoch of IWA.
Yeah, I do believe.
That's congratulations to both of them on that.
I don't currently work for the IWA.
No. Yeah.
My shoot job will not allow me to take on other things at this time. Now with LOA, and let me be clear on this. And this has been a big kind of controversy with me. Some people have misunderstood